My name is Bjarne Jacobsen. I'm with the company T3L USA in Arlington Heights, Illinois, and my position is the CEO of our operation up there. Our business is a mixed business consisting of an import part where we import products from our European manufacturers. We are owned by a European company and actually 4 companies. And additionally, since the last 2 years, we have also established manufacturing in our facility. And I am the CEO of that operation. When we started our business, our day-to-day was very stressful because there was so many things we needed to do. It was air, electricity, anything around the manufacturing. We had to establish machinery. So it was a very stressful day, and the most stress came from actually not being able to get the right people into the business. At the same time, we had people who had been with the company for many years that had to retire, and also had to replace some of them, and we had to integrate 2 people from Florida and Georgia into our business, which a company we acquired in Holland some years ago. So that was also merged into the US operation we have in Arlington Heights. So I think chaos and stress is a good way to describe the first few years here, mainly due to COVID, I have to say. Now we did start or re-establish the business. We had the business for some years over here, so we had some stuff in place, but basically starting from scratch with the manufacturing, we did not expect to not be able to hire people. We also expected a certain salary level starting up with production, and that is way out of line if you look at where we are today, because salaries just went up at that time because nobody could get anybody. So there was some pressure on the salaries we had to pay on the hourly rates. That was very unexpected, but we finally got to deal with it. But the administration portion of doing all that was a time killer for us. I am also working with sales together with another gentleman in the office, and to be honest, we didn't spend much time with sales. It was mainly administration that we had to deal with, OSHA and whatever came around starting production. So that was a lot of stuff that I would say we were surprised a little bit by that. We are actually an old business in the US, established in 1989. But 2 years ago, we decided to bring together all the 4 factories from Europe, which are now the owners of this unit over here, and re-establish the company and basically start from scratch, including manufacturing. Some of the biggest obstacles starting up, hiring new people, was a big issue, and it was very difficult for us to find employees. It was just during COVID, so it did not help at all. So we spent a lot of time with hiring people, screening people, and interviewing people if they showed up. And the quality of workers we got was not really high. So it took a long time to actually establish our manufacturing in the US. So that was the biggest obstacle we were facing at that time. The most appealing portion with GMS was, I believe, the size of the company and, of course, the people of GMS, which came through loud and clear whenever we talked to GMS. And at the end, it was basically a no-brainer very early in the game for us to say we need to go with GMS because they can definitely do everything we need, plus something more that we didn't even think about. So we just had to make it work and figure out basically the healthcare program, which was becoming a nuisance to us as well from our current or the old provider of that. So the main issue was getting a very good healthcare plan for the employees and the payroll setup. That was the 2 main reasons for choosing GMS. But everything clicked, and it came together really early in the discussions. So for us, it was at the end it was a no-brainer. The GMS has basically changed our daily life a lot. We are now again able to focus on sales and marketing, which we are supposed to because we have to grow the business. So having GMS take care of the payroll and the healthcare plan and actually a lot of other stuff as well. We are utilizing the safety offering that GMS had. So we had a walkthrough of the whole factory. We solved a few issues we had, and we are now in compliance in the factory, which to us, of course, is very important. This is probably something we would not have done had we not teamed up with GMS, because we would not get there because of time and resources. And that is what we like about the GMS, is that there are resources available for this and that and the other. And going into next year, we are most likely going to add the 401k program from GMS as well, because that is something we manually still process in the office. And of course, that has to move to GMS. I think the main reason for doing it to start with was actually the payroll portion. We were doing payroll with a payroll company, using our accountant company to report payroll into it was Paylocity at that time. And we basically just had to do spreadsheets, but to maintain vacation hours and all of that, like we were basically a third party doing that. And that was very complicated, and it was a time killer. And we actually ended up making a lot of mistakes on the payroll. And that was the first and main reason for looking for a third party supplier for that. We utilize, of course, the payroll, which has been really, really good to us, and it brings us back in control, which we like to be. We like to be in control. And of course, the healthcare plan is very beneficial for us and the employees. The controlling of it, the payment, and everything is just spot on. Those are the two main ones. So it has relieved us for a lot of headaches. I think if I think back, some doors have opened to us by working with GMS through the means of at least visibility to state and city compliances. They have really helped us understand what is actually required for us as a company regarding posting of laws and rules and regulations, and then we have to do this, we have to have this, and you also have to make sure you have this, and that has really helped us comply to everything we have to comply to. And me myself, not being from Europe, I do need a lot of help from somebody who knows what's going on in the US. So that has been very helpful, and it has at least, if not opened doors for us, then definitely opened our eyes to what is required to run a business with you. I would definitely recommend small businesses to partner with GMS. It is a very time-consuming portion of your business that you are having professionals taking care of. GMS can help you with all aspects, and we are also using GMS for HR, for anything that comes up. Our employees have their number. It's on the portal on the web, and they can go in anytime and contact GMS for any questions they might have. I did experience before we teamed with GMS that there was a lot of questions from our employees that I was not able to answer. That headache I don't have anymore, and I fully recommend small businesses to start early with GMS and just get going. If other small businesses or new starting businesses would be considering doing an HR company, I would definitely recommend them to contact GMS very early in the stage of their development, because I believe that the earlier you start, the easier it will be for your company to actually spend your time to do what you're actually supposed to, and that is grow your company and have GMS take care of the HR and all these aspects. That would definitely be a big help. So start early would be my recommendation.